Hello to all of you, my lovely students in 6th grade. How are you? I hope you are well. Welcome back to your school. Today we are going to start with Unit 5 and the title of the unit is In London. Let's start. The outcomes for our lesson for today. Students should be able to introduce the new unit and recognize the new words. So, the title of our unit is In London. This picture is in London, and London was built by Romans before many years. And here we have many shops, as you see, and the children, Alex, Phoebe, and Patrick. At first, let's listen to the new words. Listen carefully.
Unit 5. In London.
Student's Book, page 58. 1. Listen and say the words. Check with your partner.
1.
Chemists.
2.
Tailors.
3.
Barbers.
4.
Bakers.
5.
Grocers.
6.
Butchers.
7.
Jewelers.
8.
Carpenters.
And now let's recognize the meaning of the new words. Look at picture 1. Excellent. Chemists. Chemists means صيدلي. Okay? Or pharmacists. So, chemists is صيدلي or pharmacists. Look at picture 2. He is a tailor's, or tailor means خياط. Clothes maker, clothes maker, tailor. Let's think about these two pictures. Look at picture 1. He is a excellent. Berbers means حلاق. Berbers, a hairdresser. Look. And picture 2, he's a baker's. Bakers means خباز, a person who is baking and selling bread and cakes. Clear? Look at picture 1. Who's this? Excellent, he is a grocer's. Grocers means بقال أو البائع في البقالة. A person who owns or works in a grocery store. الشخص الذي يملك أو يعمل في الستور. بقال. Look at picture 2. He is a butcher's. Butcher's means جزار. Okay? Someone who sells meat. Look at picture 1 here. She is a jeweler's, which means بائع المجوهرات. Jewelers means a person who sells, makes, and repairs jewelry. And the last picture, he is a carpenter's. Carpenters means نجار, a person who makes things out of wood. Clear? And now let's listen and recognize this paragraph. Then answer some questions. Let's listen.
Student's Book, page 58. 2. Read, listen, and complete the sentences.
More than 2,000 years ago, the Romans built a city on the River Thames. They called it Londinium. The city slowly grew bigger and richer. In 1600, about 200,000 people lived in the city. It was now called London. In September 1666, a fire started north of the river. The city burned for 4 days. Almost 80% of the buildings were destroyed. After the Great Fire of London, the city was built again with wider streets and houses built of brick, not wood.
Okay. More than 2000 years ago, قبل أكثر من 2000 سنة, the Romans built a city on the river Thames. الرومان بنوا هاي السيتي على الريفر Thames. They called it Londinium. كان يطلق عليها اسم Londinium. The city slowly grew bigger and richer. وبلشت هاي المدينة تكبر. In 1600, about 200,000 people lived in the city. في عام 1600 صار تقريبا 200,000 شخص يعيش في هاي السيتي. It was now called London. أطلقوا عليها اسم London. In September 1666 في عام 1666 a fire started north of the river. بلشت حريق على ضفة النهر. The city burned for 4 days. ظلت السيتي مولعة لمدة 4 أيام. Almost 80% of the buildings were destroyed. 80% من البنايات اتدمرت. After the Great Fire of London, بعد هذا الحريق العظيم, the city was built again with wider streets and houses built of brick, not wood. بعد الحريق رجعوا بنوا هاي المدينة مرة تانية بشوارع أوسع وبيوتها ما كانت من الود من الخشب صارت من البريك الطوب. Look at question number 1. What is the first name of the city? The first name. Look. Excellent. Londinium. Number 2. When did the fire started? When did the fire started? Excellent. It was started in September 1666. Okay, my students, we have finished our lesson for today. Be ready for the next class.